Innovative comedy. And we live.
Okay, well, I am Cool Ass Cam, the coolest motherfucker on the planet, and today I'm here with the homies, and we want to talk some shit and laugh.
Hey.
Yep.
Hey.
That being said, make sure you tap in with our website, www.theinnovativeculture.com. Follow us on Instagram at innovative.culture and subscribe to our YouTube at youtube.com/innovativeculture. Who I got in the building with me today?
What's good? It's your boy Tony Grams here live. Innovative comedy, innovative culture. Here chilling another show. It's Wednesday. Follow me on IG at Tony Grams, TONY_GRAMS. And who else we got with us?
All right, so what it is Sunlit Media. You can call me Sunlit. You can find me on Instagram, SUNLIT.media. I said my name's Sunlit, right? Yeah. Y'all, I'm horrible at intros. Go follow Third Podcast as well, Third Compound, all that. This is where we at, Third Compound. So thanks, y'all, for having me again. I appreciate you.
That's right.
I'm going to try and be funny this time. I feel like last time I wasn't funny.
You can just be you.
Be you. Damn, that's going to be a boring show, y'all. I'm sorry.
Damn.
I'm just here to jump in rotation. That's all, y'all.
Pass that lighter since you.
Yeah, see, there we go. Let's get the party started.
We read.
Okay, so.
Ringer's off too. Make sure you ringer's off.
That should have happened a long time ago.
Yeah, I just realized.
Look, we back. This another week. I believe this is episode 106 now.
It's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we had our 100th episode celebration over a month ago. You know, we've been still knocking out shows, staying consistent in between. So, I'm gonna give myself a pat on the back.
Hey,
fucking Barry Horowitz and shit over here. Yeah. You're very. That's the jobber's jobber.
Yeah, real talk. But we here, Tony. Like, what's going on in the world, man? Like comedy. I don't want to say like what's funny in the world because we see funny shit every day. Maybe let's start with that. Like Sunlit. Has there been anything that made you laugh?
His tablet. What is that? Like a 1995 like little LG tablet?
It's a TCL. I get picture in picture.
I've never heard of TCL in my life. Is that
when you got the perks with Metro PCS.
That's Obama temp.
They be like, hey, they be like, I got this one and I got this one. This is a whole. This is just for the games and the bullshit. This is research. This one actually runs like
that one just run on Wi-Fi.
Yeah, this one. I literally I disconnected this one and then I bought this one because I had like a deal where I can get like up to 4.
Yeah, Metro has it all the time.
Yeah,
all right.
And I got my iPhone.
Yeah, that's why.
So I'm still an Android.
Right.
I'm still partial Android, as you can see. And the rest I've upgraded to the 14.
Actually, what kind of dinosaur tablet is that? So sorry.
Hey, no, that shit. Hey, it was more advanced than what I thought. This one's especially more advanced than that shit. But
more advanced. What do you consider advanced?
I mean, it does a lot of shit that I didn't think it could do. I'll just say that. I was like, oh, okay, it do that. Okay.
Yeah,
you start naming the specs.
Yeah, it's little things. I ain't no IT nigga. I ain't no IT nigga, so I can't get into detail. But it passed my expectations as for a tablet. And I didn't have a gang of tablets. Right. I didn't have $50 tablets.
Because with him, it's like this tablet's great. With me, I'm like, what kind of dinosaur looking shit is that? Because I do like media for a living. Yeah. You feel me? So I was just like, okay, sorry, Cam. I just got distracted by his research tablet. You feel me?
It's like I just keep notes. I can get on YouTube, keep notes, look through some shit. I ain't even got Instagram or Facebook on that shit. I just literally, at the most, I'm on fucking the movie site, the free movie site.
RedTube.com?
Nah. No, Spank Bang for that. That's Spank Bang. Now, I've probably watched 1 or 2 videos in my life on RedTube. I'm an X-video, X-hamster, Spank Bang kind of person.
Can I ask you why those specifically?
Because they just had the best. A lot of these
research,
sites.
Cam, his research.
But I want him to explain.
No, like most of them sites have like, it either be clips, it don't be the whole scene, or it be like just bullshit. Like some
I
of them
never watched any whole thing.
You want to see like how they led up.
No, I'm talking about the beginning to the end. Like some clips, they don't have the ending.
See, if we want to talk about a real comedy show, that's like the porn videos right there. Because how they lead up to it, it's just like, it's so awkward and cringe. Really like, Oh,
I'm
hey,
here for this
Big
pizza.
Daddy. Like, what? Like, bro,
You ordered extra sausage.
Oh my god, it's so awkward for me. Like I just start laughing,
Sausage.
and then I can't even get in the mood no more. Like that's why I'm just like, okay, fast forward.
I'm not talking about the whole scene as far as that.
Like
I mean,
straight to the point.
They'll
No,
have
it's like
that, but I'm talking about like have multiple newer things. Some sites only have old clips of motherfuckers from like 02.
Oh, he
like,
did
this
thorough
motherfucker,
research. He
yeah,
did thorough research.
I'm like, I can't watch this old
Ain't
shit.
nobody uploading them, right? Ain't that how it goes?
Or
Like
motherfuckers take their shit. A lot of stars take their shit down when you put them on these sites, and they like, I'm putting this on my OnlyFans.
You know what's crazy to me too is like back then, like the porn was like more like I feel like cinematic and blurry, but now it's like so sharp. I'm like, bro, I don't need to see every pimple or every
busting cheeks in 4K.
Like,
no, they doing
that
shit in
8K.
8K.
Like that shit too much.
That
shit too much. That shit too much. I was like, I like it a little blurry, you know. I like it a little cinematic. I don't like it so like.
You like to see the face when they go to the face.
Yeah, just
you want
like
the camera to pan.
Yeah.
Don't just have that fucking tripod.
Yeah, I really don't like that.
That shit don't never move.
I really don't like that.
No.
Either you gonna have to have a camera behind you so you can see the entry.
The 8K.
Or it's on the side so it looks like Cinemax.
Right there for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's weird.
And then they don't switch until like.
No, see the awkward part is like. When the guy comes on at the end that was actually filming, he's like, so how was it?
Man, that was
it's
y'all.
Like, what?
Looks like you had fun.
Yeah, like oh
he's
my
like
God.
he's like a perv that wish he could do it.
So perv.
That he
so
like.
Perv.
The only person I ever seen that wasn't a perv was DJ Yella, and I didn't even realize that was DJ Yella as growing up, like as a teen sneaking porn movies. But when they come on, it would say DJ Yella production.
That's crazy.
And Yella girls would be in the videos like in the middle of a scene, before, after a scene, trying to rubbing his hands, and he'd be like, ha, ha, ha. I used to think the nigga was gay, low key. I didn't because I didn't know it was Yella, but that's what it was. He was just like, I'm gonna just fall back and. Y'all shoot this shit, but he would have chicks. They'd be like trying to pull his zipper down. He'd be like,
porn has evolved from that to full dolls
from camcorder
shit. The VR type shit, like.
That's weird to me.
Everybody like Demolition.
Yeah, or what's the other one? Cool World type shit, or what is it? Surrogates with Bruce Willis.
Nigga Sylvester Stallone got pissed off.
Yeah, he was like, "What is this? Is it 6? What is this?"
He said, "Do it the old-fashioned way."
She was like, "Ew, swapping." He was like, "Swap and spit, the mumbo jumbo, the wingo tango."
What's crazy is like what's really considered old-fashioned now.
Yeah,
like you feel me?
It's just laying maybe flat and missionary is old-fashioned. When motherfuckers slept in 2 different beds, like I Love Lucy.
Man,
you
like
that?
another 10 years, old-fashioned is gonna be like a threesome. Be like, oh, that's old-fashioned.
I got Janice coming over. Just doing some old-fashioned stuff tonight. She gonna come over and she going down on her. I'm gonna hit it from the back. We gonna get drunk.
This some old-fashioned
shit. Like, what's the new fashion, nigga? What is the new fashion?
Oh man,
nigga, motherfuckers getting pegged and shit. That's that new fashion shit.
Okay, we ain't gonna.
No, that's real shit. That's that new generation type shit.
I'm pretty sure people have been doing that for years.
Well, of course, but the newer generation, it's like. It's fine. It's cool.
It's more acceptable to a certain group of people.
Like, I'm good.
No, it's a weird fetish that I didn't think like it would be a fetish. If someone contacted me wanting me to take pictures of them like naked, but he was like, "I'll give you 1,000. I'll give you this." I'm like, first of all, you're way too eager.
But when you show up, it's not just gonna be taking pictures, right? It's like you gonna take the pictures, but while you taking the pictures, he's gonna be. He's gonna be like, "Come on, you gotta give me a little motivation. You gotta, don't photographers.
He's shooting his own porn.
Tell you how to pose and tell you like you gonna have to do.
He trying to. That's how his porn movie start.
Yeah, he has another camera back there watching me direct.
And the teddy bear just.
That's why I never go to photos. That's why I always bring someone with me. Like if you give me a slight weirdo vibe, I'm bringing 2 or 3 people with me. Like that's not safe.
Niggas be thirsty.
More.
So you gonna take? Have you taken pictures of me before, or a naked person before? I mean, I don't know, because my dick. Like you say some shit. You be like, click.
So the people that used to stay here or rent the studio before, they did fine art, right?
Oh my god.
And so
they was having swinger parties and shit.
I remember one day I was walking out of my office and I walked by, right? And I looked over and there was like there's this guy laying on the white wall. He's like probably 30 something, right? And then there's this older Asian lady, probably around like the same age, but they like middle-aged normal people.
But it's always an older Asian woman
laying on top of each other taking photos, and I'm just like, I'm just gonna go. I'm just like,
gonna mind my
it was
business.
like, I don't know what fine art, like that.
Fine
anyway,
China.
And,
Boy, why do you keep saying abracadabra?
man, I've walked by some of the most awkward photo shoots. I just have to keep my head down and
Keep it pushing.
What's the strangest shoot you've ever had?
That's a good one.
I think the strangest shoot is like music videos that like their songs just don't make sense at all. Like I've had one artist, his song was so bad, like
Damn.
it took me forever to edit the video because I couldn't
Tell us
find
his
like
name.
any creative process, any like I was just like,
You didn't have nothing to work with.
man, I was like, I shot this. I'm like, I know there's something in there. Shit, like I spent 2 hours, but it's like when I came to edit it, it's just like with me as a creative, like some people when they do videos, they're more technical. You know, you got to da-da-da. And me, I'm more like I have to feel like inspired, creative. Like, oh yeah, this fits perfect, like a little puzzle piece. You feel me? But that one, I was just sitting there and I would just be like, oh, fuck. I was just like keep smoking, staring at the screen. Hopefully that shit would move, but it never moved. But anyway, so that's where it can get a little awkward.
Has anybody ever asked you to shoot porn? Like something porn or porn adjacent?
I've asked to be on both sides, and I said no. But I've given thought to shooting porn just because of the fact that I feel like being another woman and shooting a woman, it would make them feel more comfortable. Because like we was talking about the old men at the end was like, hey, how was all that?
Oh, my
cum
zipper
on your
just
face?
came
like,
down.
Like that shit weird. Like,
That sounds like a storyline.
That does but that is how they
but like
literally.
I would like women just to go in there and just feel comfortable and just like do whatever.
Like let's get this business done.
They want to do because like I'm like their best friend. I'm
not
like
somebody trying to get their extra jollies off. Like oh, can I? Oh, your tits. Just let me just move them for her this way. Like nigga, she can move her titties. They're attached to her.
Exactly.
Like, you know, she doesn't need your assistance.
But I feel like that just goes back to general. Like, I want to shoot a lot more with women just because I want them to feel comfortable. And there's a lot of, like, weird shit that goes on in our industry. Just people trying to be like, hey, if you sleep with me, then I'll get you this feature. I'll get you on this video. I'll get you. But that's a lot of old school.
Yeah, that's the casting couch shit.
But it still happens, like, nowadays. So I would like to try and help, like, eliminate that.
That's that casting couch shit. Like,
yeah.
The green couch, the green sofa.
You know what? Someone said that Threads is going to be the new back page.
Wow. I wouldn't be surprised because I feel like every site when it starts and there's no regulations or the rules or whatever,
well, who's to
people
say
find
there's no
their way
regulations
around.
on it
Not
yet?
no regulations,
because
but
I haven't seen a lot of ads yet, for
but
sure.
I haven't even been on there yet. Like, so.
We'll see. So the thing that
people are gonna post what they want to post.
So the thing is about Threads though, you were supposed to get on there early because when they started Thread, they just have a button that says follow everyone. So I just jumped on there right away, and I have like 1,200 followers just on the people that went.
Like on your profile,
but it doesn't show how many people you follow.
No. But that button right there, it shows you what number you were when you registered, and that's gonna mean some shit too. It's gonna be like, oh, how long did it take you to fucking get on? And they were only rolling it out to certain people. Like, everybody didn't get access to that shit.
Yeah.
All over the world. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. So shifting, still talking about the same shit. I wanted to shift into like we're talking about the Leonard the Plug Adam shit with that shit was weird. I understand people can have like relationships and y'all doing business, y'all both adult film stars and all that,
but no one had a problem when Adam was fucking
all these women,
all these girls. So it's a double standard.
And that's what those certain are like. Is it just was she like, all right, it's my turn, nigga? You done had 50, 60 women. We didn't fuck them together. We didn't did so. Can I
feel like as long as they open and they know, then like.
And then she like handpicked dudes. Because he was the main dude for Black or whatever.
Artist in the industry, I guess.
And it's like that's the artist, artiste.
I mean, what else would you
politically correct?
What would you call him in that field?
Male talent.
Gigolo.
He was just male talent.
But that's the same thing. Like if somebody gets casted in a movie, you're an actor now, right?
Yeah.
So are you just considered a male talent, or are you
an
artist, an actor?
Are you an extra or an actor?
Yeah,
it's a big difference.
Which
are you an actor? You see what I'm saying?
When we had our podcast with Slim, I was asking him if Fluffers still existed.
I remember Fluffers. Because Fluffers was like Fluffers even had videos in the 90s, early 2000s. They had, I swear to God, I remember a video called.
The classic stuff.
The classic shit. It was called the Fluffer 5000. And it had a bunch of chicks that I remember from like kind of low budget porn. But they were kind of known. They were known like actresses, but they did like just kind of the regular black movies, kind of whatever, and it was like all of them in a room just fluffing.
Just fluffing.
And like tits out and little T-shirts that said "Fluffer 5000" on it, and
they was trying to brand
and
that
it was like an event day, and there was all these weird dudes. Like look like they never, and everybody's getting head.
Classic, y'all! What a classic!
That shit was a classic.
It was a classic.
But it was lame because the dudes they seemed all scared. You could tell they just got like a bunch of niggas that was like, "Hey, you only watch porn."
Yeah,
them niggas was like,
"Come on down."
Yeah, and they were like chicks that's been in movies.
No, what's crazy is during COVID, I think this is like in Austria or somewhere, that they were offering like free sessions with girls to get a COVID shot.
Wow, I think I did.
They're like,
hey,
20 minutes at the brothel or something, 5 minutes with someone to get a COVID shot. I'm like,
and it's
wow,
like,
that's pretty aggressive.
It's all kind of like shit like that kind of people do, and it's business work. But I just feel I don't know, that whole shit is weird. And then he interviewed dude last week, and he's like, "Oh, we have a surprise call." And it's like, dude, on the three-way. Lena and Adam are there, and dude's like, he's like, "Hey," and it was just business.
I heard that Adam was actually there.
I think that was just a rumor, though.
Like when it happened.
I think that was just a rumor.
No, I think he was there because she said that she was talking to him about it, like afterwards.
Yeah, he said he was during a poker tournament while she was getting a poker tournament. But it's like, it's just, I don't know. It's like, if that's it's like, okay, you could say if that's your business, that's your business, but it's not your business because you put it out there for us for it to be our business now.
How I feel like the whole fallout with him and
everybody, the whole crew,
and then having something like this come back around, I feel like that just took back over again.
And to me, it shows who he really is. Because at first, I used to tell him, I was like, I think he's just kind of plotting something on all of them.
Yeah.
And then everything happened, everything fell apart. But now all this kind of for me proves is like, nigga, you are like you pimping everybody.
But
You expose house phone. You tried to you tried to put niggas against each other. You tried to get Lush into it with this nigga. You let Lush expose Flacco.
A whole big thing.
It was like you kind of went through every now and to your baby mom and wife.
Do you think he learned any type of lesson from that?
I think the fact that he's still doing it, this is just last week. Yeah. Like that's your wife, baby mom, girlfriend, whatever the fuck.
But once again, it's a double standard. Just some chick
it's
a double standard though.
But it's not like because I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Yeah. I just feel it's weird as fuck.
Because there's a lot of porn stars out there that are females that have a man that's perfectly at home
but we don't see that nigga.
Yeah.
And he knows his wife is getting smashed out.
A lot of them know
they know what they signed up for.
Some of them are like they're running a business. They may be the directors of these films that they're watching.
Even if they're not there, they might be running her page.
I feel like since they have the podcast, like they're kind of just in this
normal
industry,
shit for
period.
them.
Yeah, so everyone's like outside, like what? But then again, outside, a lot of guys are like, well, I can fuck other bitches, but you can't fuck another guy. It's just like this double standard.
It's just the sitting, like I'm gonna sit and talk to the guy. So how was it? Like that was the first question he asked him. That's like weird as fuck. You sitting there like,
but
and
like
even
if that's your best friend, if that's your wife,
she was like, they asked her, she was like, I don't know, it's just kind of awkward sitting here now. Like you on camera with the nigga that just, and she was like, yeah, for 4 days I kind of hurt. Yeah. Now it's back to normal, and he's like, it's like that shit is.
The nigga was on the phone though, right?
Yeah, and then her and Adam are at the studio together. So it just was like kind of, I don't know, that shit is weird, and I feel like. It kind of shows he doesn't care who it is. If it's the mother of his child, if it's a nigga he called his best friend, if it's content creators that made him hundreds of thousands of dollars.
To some people too, sex is just sex.
Yeah, that's
so some people can really remove their emotion from sex and just be like, this is just fucking, but you're the one that I love.
And then not even just that. A lot of people do shit in the moment and for the moment.
Yeah, then regret it instantly.
Exactly.
And that's what I feel,
there could be a big cover up.
I feel like she regrets it instantly. Because the way she was even acting on that interview, she was giggling it, but it was, she even said it was like, this is awkward as fuck. It's just weird, and I feel for somebody that does porn to be like now they feel awkward.
But like it's
she's
like
done that for years.
Time with somebody, so I feel like a girl having sex with another girl different, obviously. So when you have like sex with another man for the first time, but your husband knows about it, but this and this,
and the whole world gets to watch it.
There could just be add a lot to it, but shit, when that comes out though, she's about to be.
So do y'all think they did it for the check?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. What?
Definitely.
Yeah.
That's the only reason.
Adam wouldn't do something if a check wasn't involved.
These niggas on Vlad and all these other
now-
shit talking about, I'd never let her
Because
do
he
that.
was like-
Let's not look at it as like, okay, their relationship, right? Let's look at it as like, okay, they're business partners in a certain sense.
Yeah, facts.
And then that's something they did to better their business.
Facts.
Because they got the check for it.
Facts. Facts.
I mean, is that a different dynamic or like?
It just mean y'all willing to do whatever to get the bag, whatever, and he's willing to use whoever to get the bag. That's the difference I see with him.
Nah, because it's like,
I feel like that's the difference
From
with him.
past, yeah.
For
From
him.
past, yeah, but him and his wife, I feel like that was just a conversation they had together, and her talking about it. That's just part of the promo
I think
that
she
you have
wanted
to
it.
do. You feel me?
I think she wanted it more than he did, probably though.
Yeah, if you see that promo video, she was
She's like,
ready.
it's time.
She's like, it's ready.
It's finally happening.
And then like Adam kept posting like 3 more days, 2 more days.
See, I've
like
been
he
unfollowed
can't
him,
wait
so
to see that.
I
check.
ain't
But
seen
on the
that.
business
He can't wait to see
aspect,
that
they're
check.
promoting the fuck out of.
Yeah, he can't
like,
wait
It's
to
gonna be-
see
it's
that
They
gonna
check.
get in
hit.
the check, and for them, it's going to be a bigger check if they get the streams off of this fucking
Fact.
clip.
They gonna have a hard time keeping it off of Spank Bang and X Hamster and X videos and all that and shit. They go because that shit just gonna keep going up, and then I'm sure it get taken down.
Yeah, but that's like
Yeah.
everything. Like when something's on TV, like a fight, like they try and stream it, but there's always gonna people.
It's gonna be on
stream it.
YouTube
People
15
be-
minutes after
People
it
will
ends.
jump
Yeah.
on live on Instagram, and then they'll fucking
Yeah.
just record their
Yeah.
TV and
Yeah.
stream their TV until they cut it
Being
off.
a lot of close friends.
God,
Yeah.
oh, you just be like,
You hear all them doing commentary.
they be like, man,
Man.
she's
Everybody at they
taking it,
fight
bro.
party and shit.
She's taking it, bro.
Man.
It's just, I just feel, and like you said, that's the real point. They've been doing it together. They've smashed all
Yeah.
these chicks. They interview them.
Yeah.
So why is it such a big deal when she's doing it? But maybe
It's
one,
just a
but
new
maybe because it is
dynamic.
because she's just by herself.
But
and they
it
usually
hasn't
shoot-
just been random people, right? Everybody they've had on their show. Well,
They smashed.
Is it called? Is it a show?
Plug
I don't know.
Talk.
What do you call
yeah,
it?
Plug
it's a
Talk.
podcast. It's a podcast.
Plug
It's a
Talk
podcast,
on
right?
Patreon. Yeah.
Okay, so they're all like legit. I don't know.
Actresses,
Yeah,
talent.
there you go.
They're all legit talent. That's
but
it.
you know, I mean, the term "sex worker" is not like
Yeah.
an offensive term, right? Because a lot of people.
I mean, this nigga done had C-Mac shooting damn near porn with prostitutes. Like when
Now,
C-Mac
that's a
was
sex
first going
worker.
on. Yeah, he had
But
literally
it's like-
C-Mac eating red bean, Popeyes, red beans and rice out of a bitch ass on the same show. Like on the same show.
See why?
And a lot of people got on his
but
head
how
about
was that
that.
entertaining?
Exactly.
You know?
A lot of people got
at
on-
that point, I would turn that shit off.
Like why
'Cause
are
people
you
You would
eating?
lose
that
my
weird
view.
shit.
You eat red
You would,
beans?
not
you would lose
anybody.
my view at that point.
No biscuit?
Yeah, but people that are gonna log in, they're gonna log in to watch that show. So that's just a guest for that day. You feel me? So that's just they
But that,
losing
but that happening is gonna be the shit that make me turn it off.
Yeah, you're
and,
right.
and
This
then when
nigga
they look
eating
back at
ass.
their analytics and shit, and they say, "All right, this is
Oh,
how long."
there was Cam went. And then,
Yeah, this is when people started dropping
Tune
off
it
the
out.
video.
yeah.
You needs to some honey. Put some honey on that shit.
Man.
Popeyes biscuit, them motherfuckers be dry as a motherfucker.
Man, you gotta
I
dip
never
them
got
in
a chance
some.
to taste that strawberry one though.
That
You
shit
gotta-
was gross. I
Yeah.
bought
Gross?
one. It had
And
like
niggas
some
was-
icing
Did
on
you
top.
like
Niggas was
strawberry
going
though?
crazy
I love
over
strawberry.
that.
I get everything with strawberries. That's like, you know,
Got it.
I get strawberry shakes,
Yeah, okay, bet,
strawberry
bet, bet.
smoothies.
You
a
a strawberry connoisseur. Okay,
Yeah,
bet.
real
All
shit.
right.
Niggas was going crazy
Yeah.
So
over
I'm
that
like,
biscuit.
damn, Popeye's got a strawberry biscuit. But I'm like, I hope that is not as
Starchy.
dry as
Yeah.
the regular biscuit.
Starchy
Because
as
that
That
would be-
motherfucker came, look, straight up. It came in a little container that the
Yeah.
mashed potatoes and all
Yeah.
the sides come
Uh-huh.
in. They baked the strawberries into the biscuit. And then they
Okay.
put like an icing on top.
Okay.
That shit was still dry.
That shit sound nasty already.
Yeah, that shit
Still
was gross.
dry.
I was
All
mad.
right, bet.
I
was mad.
Better put
How
some
much was it?
put some
Was it
water
like
on that
$5?
shit.
No, it was like $2 or something.
All right, so it
$2.50,
was
some
like-
shit like
You gotta
that.
dip that shit in some arjou.
If you buying like
You gotta
a
soak
combo,
that
you add it
motherfucker.
on, it was
Yeah.
pretty cheap. And I think
Yeah.
they did like
They did
two
like
for
three
five.
for like I think it was 3 for
$5.
$5. I think it was like 2 for like $3.99 and like 3 for $5. Something like that.
$5.99.
Buying no combo with biscuits. Who the fuck eat
Who
biscuits
wants
like
fucking
that?
3 of
People-
them
Just buy
nasty
they
ass
sell. Who the fuck
People
just
go
want
to Popeyes to buy biscuits, though. They
Buy
have
they
biscuits.
sell?
So they
Look,
already have
a
a
biscuit is
biscuit.
to be eaten
They
with
already
something.
have a
Church's
biscuit
chicken got the
focus group.
biscuits.
Nobody just eats
Oh.
biscuits. Nobody comes to
Church's
work with
got the
lunch. I
biscuits.
just got biscuits.
I will do that with Church's
If they
biscuits.
could, they would. I don't know. I would. Shit.
I used to go to
love biscuits.
Popeyes to buy chicken and then go to Church's to buy the
If they
biscuits.
could, they would.
No, I would. Yeah, but you know, you have to look like you have the food group, so you're not like weird. You
Nigga
know, if
got
I
a-
just show up a 6-pack
They got
of
a
biscuits.
G.I. Joe lunchbox full
yeah,
of biscuits.
Yeah,
Look,
I
fuck outta here.
would. With
They
some
got a
strawberry
biscuit
jam and
dispenser.
some butter. Yeah, that shit was.
It just boom. It just shoot them out like that.
Man.
Boom.
You know, I have one every 2 hours. You feel me? Right on the dime. Just take a biscuit out.
You know, KFC got the butter packet that go with the biscuits.
I ain't ate KFC in a minute.
Yeah, it's a packet just like the honey packet, but it's one that's only butter.
Yeah, and then you can melt it. And
yeah,
then
you can melt it. Hell yeah.
Like the honey pack?
Yeah.
Like the honey
Just
pack.
like
Oh, watch out.
Yeah, look, she know about the honey pack.
Popeyes need to like.
Oh, look, she's like the honey pack. Wait a minute.
They're going to jump to another conversation again.
Yeah, I'll debate about chicken restaurants all day.
You know who has really good fried chicken is Knott's Berry Farm? You ever had their fried chicken?
Fuck them niggas.
We was just talking about them niggas on the way here.
Oh, really?
Six Flags and Knott's. He said he only been to Knott's like Six Flags twice in his life.
Yeah.
What's wrong with Knott's? Knott's is like a Southern California theme park.
I used to work there.
They was running the slave. They was running the plantation.
No, what's crazy is my ex, like my ex-husband, when we went to a family function, he worked at Soak City when he was like 16. My uncle and his girlfriend, or my cousin and his girlfriend, were his bosses.
Oh, wow.
And so when we went to a family function, he's like, why is my boss here? He'd be like, oh shit, like
That's your
ex-boss. But yeah,
that's hilarious.
that shit was funny. I feel like everyone works at those kind of. My first job was
Especially
16.
in those cities,
I worked
like,
at Togo's, a sandwich shop, when I was 15 and a half and got high school credit.
I remember Togo's.
Togo's is a shit.
Quiznos, Togo's,
man,
Blimpies.
Man,
It's
there's
a
a
Togo's
Quiznos.
over here, huh?
Yeah, there's.
Yeah, it is.
Quiznos is a shit. Oh my God, Quiznos, where are you? I love
used to
you.
like their
Come back
salads.
to me.
The
What
salads
about
at
like
Quiznos?
Jersey Mike's?
Yeah, them too. I've had it like twice.
The way
I had
that
a cheesesteak.
Quiznos melts the meat and the cheese and then the ranch on top and then the
It's all the sauces.
Where's the Quiznos? I'm gonna look up where the nearest Quiznos.
She got
They
the
all
Google.
shut down.
They probably
They all shut down.
Yeah, they in another state somewhere.
Man, Quiznos.
Because I remember the last Quiznos I remember was in the Crenshaw Mall, and all my homies got a job there when it opened. Cause
Damn, they have them
so the
torn.
owner, it was a franchise, and this nigga was running like a shit show. He was like pretty much their checks would be short, and this nigga was fucking one of the Quizno workers, the owner, and her check would be like, nigga, she would be showing her check, and niggas would be like, how the fuck? And like, I'm missing like 200. Niggas be like, I'm missing 100.
They was putting the money on
He
her
was
check?
he was putting all the money on the chick, the Quizno, and she would only work.
He wasn't
like,
taking it.
And she would only work like 2 days.
That's his excuse.
And
I wouldn't take it.
And these niggas was working like 4 or 5 day, like
That's
all day
crazy.
shifts. So I remember when that Quiznos opened, it was in the Crenshaw Mall, and that shit was there for. This was like
I love a
this
good
was like Baldwin Hills Mall for the niggas that ain't from over there. But that shit's still
It's
the
on
Crenshaw.
Crenshaw.
It's on Crenshaw and King. So and right in front of the Jungles. right where Doughboy got the blood.
Quiznos is about
niggas.
15 minutes away. I might make a drive out there.
It is.
I don't know.
Where
I
is
should
it?
not.
In Orange County?
Torrance.
Torrance. Yeah, it would seem like it would be one in
That
Torrance.
shit not gonna be 15 minutes when you drive over.
Hell yeah, that shit gonna
You
be
know
34.
what? You know what?
36 minutes.
We're gonna see. I'm gonna wait till
Then
traffic
it's gonna
dies
be an hour
down.
to come back.
I'm gonna wait till
At
traffic
least.
dies down.
Yeah,
Y'all
go
got me
over there
talking
at like
about it now. I
6.
haven't had it in like months. I don't know. Like, know where there is a Quiznos right there by Boeing, right there in Inglewood, right there by the
Yeah.
Wendy's when you get off.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
that's
it's-
Imperial. No, that's 120th. Yeah.
120th.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've had
Off the
Quiznos, but there
105.
before by Wendy's. Wendy's is bomb too.
Wendy's,
Man,
they
we-
fucked up and gave me a
we-
free bag of
Strawberry
food.
Frosties.
Man,
They
we've
gave me
been
a free
smoking,
bag of
and now
food
all of our conversation went to food.
The
So have you
strawberry
tried?
Have you tried?
Man.
No, yeah, I was like last
No,
time I
it's
went to that
fire.
Wendy's, they gave me some
Cheesecake
free shit.
Factory strawberry shortcake. Fire.
I've never
Fire.
had that.
Oh, I never had it.
Their
Yeah.
bread, like their biscuit, you could say, so sweet with that crystallized sugar on top. Ooh, but see, people go to Cheesecake Factory to get cheesecake, which is fire too. But they have a fire strawberry shortcake
I
that
got a
comes with
gift
some
card
ice
to them
cream.
motherfuckers.
I went there. I got a
Use that
Santa
shit
Fe
on-
burrito. That was the last time I went there on my birthday in like probably 2016.
So there's a burrito there called the Factory burrito, and it's like massive.
Factory
and
view?
like when you eat it, like you have to like save half. But my ex would always make fun of me, like it took the whole restaurant to cook that one, da da da, and he would like because it was. But yeah, it was
Massive.
something funny.
Yeah,
But yeah, it was fire though. It was so.
It was
fire.
funny. That was a funny joke.
Was it? Was
Yeah.
it okay?
oh shit.
So the
Knee
cow
slapper.
jumped in the mud. No, I'm just okay.
The
Okay.
cow jumped in the mud.
Yeah, you know, dirty joke for y'all.
What's the next topic, Tony?
Speaking of jokes, or
I said
jokers,
dirty
comedians.
joke for y'all.
Yes.
The cow jumped in the mud. Okay.
Well, plus we gonna get.
I made another funny.
I made a funny.
I made it funny.
Fucking, I was watching Comedy Hype, and they were talking about the Jamie Foxx. They've been talking about the Jamie Foxx situation, and if he's all right, is that him? Is he Did he pass
What's
away?
What's the clone shit? This clone shit.
Because niggas, this weird shit happens, and then niggas vanish for like a month, and then they pop up looking weirder and different.
Yeah, but like
and,
that's
like, being
okay.
different.
But that's just because they famous. Like normal people do that shit all the fucking time, but no one cares. It's like.
Nah,
you feel me?
You'll see that nigga go in his house
famous,
every day.
You notice what that person wore yesterday, what they wore the day before. If they aren't famous, you don't give a fuck, but that shit could be happening to them too. I'm just saying.
What if you like Doug Funny and you just got the same shit in your closet, like the same pair of pants, same shirt? It's like a gang of.
I got like 1,000 pair of great sweatpants, like so, and black sweats and. So it's
like this shit
white
clean.
t-shirts,
it's not the same shit.
I had like 100 white t-shirts.
Can we talk about poor Britney Spears getting slapped?
She's so first of all,
my poor baby.
Man,
she is so my poor girl.
They need some.
Did she jump up and say, "Hit me, baby, one more time"?
Pow, da-na-na-na. That's what the noise she heard when they.
Cam trying to be funny on the comedy show.
If you watch the video, he didn't slap her. Her hand slapped. Her hand hit herself. Because the security pushed her hand away and she smacked herself.
Okay, I don't give a fuck. If anyone falls down like that, you should immediately. It's never that serious.
They don't
you feel
know.
me? You should circle back right away.
They don't know who the fuck that was.
But see, what's fucked up is Britney was on her Instagram saying how like this podcast or whatever was calling her out, saying how she deserved it, and I'm like, that's fucked
I feel
up.
like a lot of people say. I've heard a lot of people say.
Why don't we reach out to her and let her tell her side of the story?
Innovative.
She did on Instagram. It was awkward. She's so awkward. I love her, but she's so awkward. You could tell that celebrity childhood did a lot to her.
Oh, it was a lot.
She was a Disney kid.
Yeah, and they all lose their shit.
Did a lot to her.
But I just looked at it was the things I looked at in this situation. Like one, okay, this dude is a new NBA player, celebrity. He only 19, new to the country. He ain't like, and he got security, NBA security. They doing their job. They didn't.
I feel like it wasn't
basketball player
on
she was
purpose.
trying to touch. Because she walked up to him like so, and then that was a weird. I've heard certain podcasters speak on that. Like one, why
Who
is
was the
this?
basketball player?
I forgot he's supposed to be the new LeBron, like better than LeBron. He's like some African nigga that's like,
signed?
and he's like 7'5".
What's his name?
I forgot. It's like some African shit. I don't know.
That's not the Zion guy.
Nah, hell no. That nigga's already. That
nigga's
already washed.
Yeah, his shit is going with the porn star too.
Yeah, is he does porn now?
Nah,
Did he do porn? I thought he got offered like a contract.
He's supposed to be having
Zion?
a baby with.
No, he fucked a porn star, and then I think she was gonna expose him or. It was
pregnant or something.
It was some weird thirsty shit because I guess he bought his girl a gift or either proposed to his actual girl and some other shit happened. It was just some messy shit. He said she said shit. But the other dude, I just look at it like this nigga brand new to the country and he already getting accused of something by a white lady. Like he been here 2 weeks. And they're like, he slapped me. And it's like, bro, this nigga was minding his business. You walked over to him trying to. And two, why is you even trying to touch this nigga? If that was a 40-year, but if that was a 40-something-year-old man, if that was a 40-something-year-old man trying to just tap some 19-year Billie Eilish.
What if it was somebody doing that to her?
Exactly, and she was 19 and they were in their 40s.
Yeah, but no one would slap them so they fall down. Like, come on, you have to be sensitive.
But at the time where
watch the tape.
Look, listen. At the time where Britney Spears was at her peak, right? Let's just say like second album Britney Spears, right?
Hit me, baby, one more time, Chip.
What was that was the first one. Crazy.
Toxic and all.
Crazy.
Okay, Toxic.
Second album.
You drive me crazy.
That shit. That was the second album.
That's fucking hilarious.
I'm telling you, look.
Oh.
At the top of that, like her right there. You know how crazy her security was? Couldn't nobody touch her. And if somebody tried, they was gonna get knocked out.
Okay, first of all, we're talking about an empty restaurant at a hotel. Like that's.
But no matter where she was at, she was gonna have that type of security. Because it's Britney Spears.
I feel you, but when someone needs, it's really not that big of a deal. But she got knocked down, so I feel like security should have been just more.
But that's security. Do security check on niggas when they not? If that nigga run up on Diddy and security knock a nigga down, you think they check on him? It's just they did their job.
Step over that
and keep it pushing, get you out the way. And that's I just
it's
feel.
Britney Spears, people.
But this is a 19-year-old African that's like a basketball player, and a lot of basketball players like they be fully they don't know shit about the fucking world. Obviously, they be
I feel
wiping
like
up
the
porn
situation was
stars.
just handled differently. But she does want a public apology, which I feel like,
From that guard?
I guess so, or
Not
for
from the
him
nigga.
or somebody.
All right, let's
what
do
did
it
he
here.
do? Tell her come on through. We'll roll one up
Yeah.
for her.
Do you have her number? Do I have her number? I
We
feel
gonna
like
find it.
Okay,
Sativa.
bet.
Tell her we got a sativa
we gonna
for her.
find it.
Okay, we gonna find it. Okay, Brittany, tap in. We
Tell
wanna-
her she can wear
we
little
wanna
white
hear from
boots.
you.
She can wear little white boots. Cause I'm like, I just look at it
This
like I'm
house
sick
is
of seeing that shit. You know,
This
they're
house
pop
she
locking
dances.
with the little box hips and the white boots.
She's
and
innocent.
She
She's
look,
innocent.
man.
She's
It's
living her
about
best
being
life.
innocent,
Yeah,
but she's
she's
going
like,
through it.
You
She
know,
got
some
issues.
people when you just post videos online just
But
makes them
it's not
happy.
her
Just like
fault.
you know,
Is it?
it
Or
makes you happy.
How do we know?
Let her.
How do
live
we
her
know
best
it
life.
is or it isn't?
Brittany, blink 5 times if you in danger.
What if she did some sacrifice, some ritual shit, and this is
Okay,
just her
Illuminati,
karma?
calm down.
No,
Okay,
I'm just saying.
Illuminati.
Hey,
yeah.
I'm just playing devil's advocate.
Oh, I'm sure you are.
We
What
drive me
if she?
crazy.
Oh man. Feels so.
Tell me that shit wasn't the one at that
It was like
time.
on every like movie
Every
preview.
time you see it, every
like
time you
every
heard
teen movie, it was like,
It's like crazy. It's crazy how she
It's
was versus what
crazy.
she's. I never knew we had such Britney fans
Innovative.
in the house. Wait till
it's
Christmas. Someone buy y'all some Britney dolls or some shit. I'm gonna buy you some old
Tickle
CDs.
Me Britney.
Some classic CDs, you know.
No, I bet you.
Tickle
like,
me.
It has little white
What
boots
kind of
on
sex
it.
toy are you
like a
talking about?
48-year-old man somewhere
It's a fleshlight. Like,
Oh,
a Britney Spears fleshlight.
that came up with that idea.
That's insane.
that is insane.
It's Britney, bitch. It'll say that on the box.
Britney was an icon though. I love you,
Yeah,
Britney.
she was, definitely. I'm not
Fuck
going
them.
That
I love
era,
you.
Even if I don't like her
that era
music.
was a lot of icons.
Yeah,
Man,
because
lot of
of that
icons.
weird dude was pushing him. What's his name? The little weird chubby dude that died in prison. He created NSYNC, Backstreet, even New Kids on the Block, fucking Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, Jessica Simpson, Mandy
Y'all
Moore.
remember?
What's his fucking name?
Chubby guy.
He's an old fat white guy with glasses.
You remember MTV did a movie. Like it was amazing.
Together Now?
Together.
I already knew what you was talking about.
But
that shit was hilarious.
That movie was
And they became a real
It
one.
was really based on him and like that story
Mm-hmm.
of how he was bringing all these groups together because it starts with him.
Let me look it up real quick. I forgot his
I never
name.
watched it.
It was
Together?
a comedy. They're called Together.
But they actually put an album together.
And
was
they
doing
went on
songs.
tour.
Yeah,
they
it
be
was,
on TRL performing.
Chris Farley's brother.
Chris Farley's brother. Like he looked just like Chris Farley, so that made it funnier because you had this like bald, old, bald, fat dude doing dance moves because he had to be the big brother type. Like Joey Fatone was the big brother type,
I need
and
to
they
see
even
it.
broke it down when you make a boy
need to see
band.
it.
They had
You
that
have the-
fucking video on TRL.
you have the skinny
It's called
little
Together?
one, like with the number 2 together, like Together now. I wasn't Together Now.
Nah,
I think
the T was a plus
no, wasn't
song.
that the name of the whole Together Now? I thought it was like either that was a song.
No, it was just together.
Together.
Then they did a series based on them, like for their second album, and they did It was crazy.
Together the band.
I wonder if we'll get flagged if I play the video.
Probably. 'Cause
Oh,
that-
I remember this. I remember.
and it was like a comedy movie.
Yeah.
And then
okay.
they became a real band from the movie.
So I could never.
This
I never
dude.
figured out if it was real or not.
This dude, Lou Pearlman, that's his
I was trying to
name.
figure out if that shit was real.
Lou Pearlman, this dude. He created all of them.
Oh yeah,
Lou
yeah, okay,
Pearlman.
yeah.
But he was a sicko, and then he was doing weird stuff.
There
on
was
top of it, he
another
was a scam
band like
artist.
this. What was
He was
it?
scamming niggas in the 70s and the 80s with blimps and Mercedes. He was a
Damn.
bag. He was
He
a
was doing
bag.
the PP
He was doing
before.
exactly. He was that type of nigga so he just in late 80s, he was like boy bands is where it's at. The music industry.
Yeah,
And he became a fucking
What was
millionaire.
the other band? There was like UFO. Was it like
LFO.
LFO.
Still My Sunshine. You can't steal. I used to vote. I had their album. I ain't even gonna front. I'm not a fake
Still
nigga.
My
That shit, because
Sunshine.
they were like alternative, like fake rappers.
Yeah,
To
okay.
like,
They had the one rapper,
Yeah.
and then they had the two dudes that was singing and shit.
you can't steal my sunshine.
They had
Yup.
Summer Girl.
Yeah.
That
Yup.
was their first song, Summer Girl.
New Kids on the Block made a lot of hits. Chinese food makes me sick.
Tony know that shit.
I love it. I love
I had
it.
to think
That shit
about
hilarious.
Like but I'm from that era where you watched TRL, you watched
Yeah,
video
facts.
count.
I watched-
Unless it was some old school shit
Yeah.
that was out of your age bracket, Sting and other shit.
Yeah.
You watched the countdowns of, and then you learned Smashing Pumpkins,
and then
Janet
it
Jackson,
went into like 106 and Park and shit
DMX.
like that.
All these
Yeah.
niggas would be on the top 15, 20. So
I'll go back and forth between channel
Britney
48,
Spears.
49, 50, MTV, VH1, BT.
Yeah,
Boop, boop,
same,
boop, 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 boop.
same.
What's on? What's on?
we
What's
had
on?
pop-up video.
Yeah.
See, our era had pop-up video still.
Yeah.
And then VH1, our
I remember
era,
pop-
VH1 was for the older people. VH1 wasn't.
They would play like more
it wasn't
older
no,
music from the
they
80s and
fucking
shit.
fucking the was it?
And they
would play
the
If
movies.
you,
Man, music
never gonna
videos like
let
Michael
you
Jackson
down.
videos,
Oh,
that's
nigga.
not what it is today.
Yeah.
Like,
But it
what?
should be that.
Yeah, it should, for sure.
It should be that.
For sure.
16 and pregnant and fucking. That's what to me killed it. You just start putting
These
shows that had
videos
nothing to do with music.
Should be telling a story.
Facts. Facts.
You know, it's like, yeah, if your song makes sense and you actually have a message or something in your song and you're really talking about something, your
Facts.
video should reflect
Facts.
that.
Yeah.
You shouldn't just be on the corner fucking shooting some shit, you know?
Facts.
Like bring that shit to life.
Facts.
Say some shit. Say something.
Facts.
You supposed to. That's what someone told me when like I did music. You supposed to speak for the people who can't speak.
Facts.
Like, and that's why I always like seeing Punk's like slogan,
I
voice
feel
of
like
the voiceless.
right now it's just like right now that's what LA is full of, just like run and gun videos. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So when I do something coming up, like I really want to start just telling some stories, and I feel like it's normal for people to record people rapping in the camera, but we don't need to see you rapping. Like this is a visual for the song. We can just have a
Ex- and I-
storyline, and then your song could just
Act
go
some
with
shit
it.
out.
I used to
Yeah.
tell the homies that like when we did videos and we would do our own videos. And I'd be like, bro, like we don't need a scene like standing just looking at the camera
Yeah.
rapping. That shit's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
Like just record. Like
Facts.
you supposed to, even when we doing studio sessions, nigga, don't look. You can take a couple pictures, but
Yeah.
you supposed to get shots of the
Candid.
shit
Yeah,
naturally
the real
happening.
shit.
That's
Yeah,
what that was
facts.
one thing that used to bug me the most of like when I did music. Of why are we like staring at a camera rapping, bro?
Facts.
Like we supposed to be doing our regular shit, and we'll have a shot of a nigga maybe saying, or all of us saying a couple words here and there, but
What I really love about music and just being a creative in general is like there's no guidelines. Like when I first started taking photos, I was like, okay, is there a certain aperture? Is there a certain f-stop? If there's a certain da-da-da? But really there's no like rule to the game. Just like how you want to get your image, that's how you get your image.
how you live.
And it's limitless. Like there's new ways of taking photos and video every day. So like I know that my industry is always going to be forever, moving forward. And that's something that a computer can do, but this new AI shit, that's pretty. Woo, that shit weird as hell.
What you think
And
about
y'all, those babies do not look like you. If you had sex with yourself, that's what the babies would look like. None of us are having sex with ourselves.
Nigga,
Like,
it's like your baby picture.
Yeah.
It's just like they just redid your baby picture.
Like, but
Nigga.
like you have adult features. Like
Yeah.
that shit weird. Like that reminds me of toddlers and tiaras. Like
Oh
this,
my God,
like
I hated
on-
that shit.
Like what?
All those shows, I feel like that was all the destruction of TV. The 16
Yep.
and pregnant teen moms,
Yep.
toddlers and tiaras,
Yep.
600-pound life.
Yep.
That shit all just contributed. Like you can become famous off of being
You know
a
what's
wreck.
crazy? 600-pound life. When I was watching that one time, it was actually like a man's fetish to like go and like feed his girl to get that big, and he wants her to get bigger. He's like 400. Oh, I can't wait till she
'Cause
gets
I've
500
seen-
pounds. And I was
I've-
like, what in the world?
I've seen like porn stars that were like thick or BB dub stars that they became much fucking bigger because motherfuckers was paying them.
That's
and to be
crazy.
bigger, and they be playing with their stomach, and they was bad as fuck when they was slimmer, but they big as fuck now, and they
That's
might be
crazy.
cute or still got the big boobs and
That's
but it's like
crazy.
they're like big as fuck, but they get in the
Man.
bag just off of motherfuckers want them to be that fat.
Which
Like-
we are not body shaming anyone. We love everyone equally. Things like that. Just a little disclaimer.
Hey, I'm telling you, I'll be in the
Politically
BB Dub section.
Oh, calm
That's
down.
my
Calm down.
go-to. That's honestly,
down.
nigga, that's the go-to. Like, I feel a lot of
Yeah.
people that's their go-to,
Yeah.
they just don't admit it.
There
Like,
is something weird about watching a girl get fucked, and I can see all your ribs and all your bones. I feel like
But
that's
I've
a
always
little
said
weird,
that.
but
I've
that's
always
just
said
me.
that any dude, like everyone has a preference. Everybody has a type, what they like, or what they find attractive. But I feel that's weird when what you find attractive is like a bony chick with no body hair and no boobs. Like you like
That
that.
looks
Like
like
you
a
trying to
14-year-old
like
boy,
looks like a
borderline.
12-year-old kid or something. That's what I feel. If that's all you ever, because I've had a skinny girlfriend, but. That's not you see what I'm saying? So when I see a person in like your whole life, that's all you want is this tiny little chick next to you, that's kind of weird. Like, that's very weird. So it just makes you think you're fighting that urge. And you're like, this is good enough. It's like people that always be like, I want to be with a midget.
It takes me back to Catch a Predator.
Yeah.
That's what it takes me back to.
Yeah. They just caught some dude, I just seen on Instagram, he's like a longshoreman and met up somewhere out here or something and tried to meet with a 14-year-old girl.
It was a principal of a middle school or something.
It must have just been another one then. This nigga was like
with a grimace shake. And
no, this nigga had like a long ponytail. He dressed like he was like one of them longshoreman dudes.
Did you hear about the guy who left his phone behind at a restaurant? And the people at the restaurant went through it and found him drugging young boys and raping them.
Wow.
He went to eat, left his phone.
Wow.
The people picked it up, and I don't know how they came across it, but looked at their photos, and there's like him drugging and raping like 6 young boys.
Wow.
Isn't that
That's
crazy?
bold as fuck.
But like,
Doing
if you
it
in
and
jail,
caught.
you're just like, damn, I really like.
That nigga wanted to get caught. That's what that sounds like. That's insane. Like, why isn't you recording it? Like, but that shows how sick a person is. One, the sick shit is that you have to do that.
Yeah,
Two, the sick part is I have to see it.
Yeah,
and I have to keep
again.
doing it. That's why I have to keep doing it. And I got to keep it recorded. Like, you're a sicko. Like,
Didn't you hear too? One of those. Sorry to jump around, but talking about news. One of the Marilyn Manson ladies got out, and they're I think
not
she's
Marilyn Manson.
No.
Charles Manson.
Charles Manson. And I was like, yeah.
Marilyn Manson is the.
It's the dope show.
Yeah.
We're all stars.
My bad.
He'd be on TRL too. Shit.
Yeah.
Marilyn Manson.
But because he was in that era.
Charles Manson.
Yeah, Charles Manson. Oh, yeah.
They like
she
think
hit the streets.
Yeah.
Nobody better say nothing bad about Miss Jane.
Don't you dare say nothing bad about no Miss Jane.
But they think she's gonna like kill again and all this, and
Why
I'm like,
will she
how
kill
old is
again?
she?
Like she gonna be just walking with a little blade.
Like I don't know.
She gonna be on the blue line waiting.
Yeah, I
just
feel like
cutting
she's
it.
Nah, because she
headed
don't
to
got him
retirement.
telling her to do it no more.
Yeah. That was the whole thing. They were under his.
Unless he talking to her from beyond the grave, and she be like, I heard his voice, and he made. I had to do it.
Once you're crazy, can you ever like not be crazy?
He's been in prison 40-some years.
They're institutionalized.
She's been in prison
now.
since the 70s. Mm-hmm. So that's like 50, at least 50 years.
Imagine like
she been in prison at least
the
45
Hollywood
years.
Hills at that time.
Yeah, up in Mulholland and all that. Like, it's an area.
Imagine going away for that long, coming out and just seeing how new. Like that shit would just.
You go back to where you used to live, and it's all completely different.
Glass condos and
but
shit.
not even different, like modernized.
Yeah.
Like where you couldn't even fathom what a cell phone is because you left when we didn't even have cell phones.
Them niggas got phones in
Yeah.
jail.
But
but
now you know.
But like to have an
They
iPhone.
got the TCLs. They got the TCLs in that motherfucker.
When you get out of prison, you're gonna have an even smaller one, and it's gonna be called the iPhone. What? No way.
I watched some niggas on 60 Days In. Them niggas had tablets.
Yeah.
No, what's crazy is
Niggas be paying
when
for
they
that
have
shit,
those shows. Have you seen those shows where you go undercover into a
So
jail?
that's what he said. 60 days in.
Oh, that's 60
That's
days
it,
in.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
I binge watched every season of that shit.
I watched like the first 2 seasons. I just kind of fell off, but I like it.
What was
It
the
is
most
a good
craziest
show.
moment that you
Shit,
saw on
it's
the
too
show?
many. It's too many.
Really?
It's the one I seen. One that was just an intense moment. It wasn't even a fight. Muhammad Ali's daughter.
Yeah.
I think that was like season 1.
She was in there.
One of not Layla Ali.
wait.
It was season.
That was like 2. I believe that was 2.
Wouldn't people recognize her?
It wasn't Layla Ali. It was her sister.
Okay.
So it was another one. She was kind of like thicker, like shorter, wore glasses.
Okay.
And she do look just like the nigga,
Yeah.
but she just had like curly hair. And she's in there.
Yeah, braids.
Did she have braids?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She's been in there. I think she had already been in for like a month, like 3 weeks or a month. So she's good with everybody, everything
Yeah.
cool. And then they like in a regular day room, like chilling and watching like CNN and like, oh, the story, Muhammad Ali, this, that comes on. And she like, you see her like look at the TV and they do the music, dong, and she like, they zoom in on her. And she like, man, my fucking heart is like racing. Cause I'm like, they're talking about him. And then I don't want somebody that's looking to be like, and then like, look, and then she's like, and they're showing pictures of him and the family. And then she's like, I'm just hoping they don't show.
That on purpose. They did
But
on
no,
purpose.
that was on CNN.
Yeah, but
She
they
was-
put that episode on. There's no way that would
But
just
no, but
randomly
she-
pop
I'm pretty
up.
sure they used it in the show.
They
because-
used it in the
Yeah,
show
yeah,
because
for sure.
like, but she just happened to be
Yeah.
sitting there.
Regardless, she was still in there.
That's what I'm
for
saying.
60
She's
days.
just sitting
Oh,
and she's
yeah.
already in and she's just chilling.
But
They were just watching
what
TV.
I'm saying, I feel like the producing team could have put that episode on to create that type of, you feel me?
Well, the other people had control of the remote.
Yeah, whatever's
That's
on
what I'm
TV
saying.
is
They
what
were
have on
all
TV
watching.
at the
The
time.
people that turned to just CNN.
So it's just random as fuck.
Yeah,
wasn't a
yeah.
coincidence.
It was, and that's why she got so. She was like, I don't. And she was. She hadn't been. Nobody suspected. She was the red because they all know somebody in here is.
So look,
So for y'all that don't know, explain to them what 60 Days In is.
All right, so 60 Days In is a show. I believe it comes on A&E.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure.
A&E.
I've seen clips.
Man, I feel like the season 1 is what really got me hooked. There was this guy,
it was good.
The one that put the towel over the camera.
Oh, yeah.
And they ended up putting him in the hole.
Yeah.
And he kept saying he wasn't scared. He wasn't, but you could see he was scared.
Niggas be scared.
But I think the coldest moment, though, from the show is when there was a girl
So wait,
who
y'all.
fell in love with another
sh-
inmate.
Yeah.
So wait. So the show is just random everyday people coming in as undercover into a normal jail.
And they not all random. Some of them is like,
But what I mean, like everyday people.
yeah, everyday people. Like they didn't do nothing wrong to have to go to jail.
It's like some shit you sign
Some
up
of them
for.
have been to jail before.
I'm sure
though.
how
They
much are they
don't
getting
get
paid? Are they getting? They got to be getting
No,
paid.
I feel they are getting paid.
Yeah, because you don't just sign up to go to jail for 2 months for nothing.
Oh, so it's like a competition.
Yeah.
You got to stay in there for the 60 days. That's all it is. It's
Okay,
like
so what happened?
Some
Someone
people
fell
don't
in
make
love
it.
with the inmate.
somebody fell in love with an inmate. A female fell in love with another female. And she exposed herself to the inmate.
Like I'm the snitch. Like I'm the
She said, I'm in here undercover.
like a dumbass.
So at that point,
She had something
she
wrong
went
with
and
her.
told the other girl that was in there undercover because they knew that they was both in there together.
Yeah,
Some seasons, they don't tell you who the other participants are.
yeah.
Okay.
So
But
you
there
just-
are some seasons where they do. So, ultimately, she told the other inmate that was in there with her, and she's like, "Oh fuck, why would you do something like that? What the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
you going to endanger all of us?"
Yeah.
Like,
You're a dumbass.
so right away, the producers pulled her out.
Yeah.
They,
Sent her
they, they
home.
got it on camera and all that shit.
Yeah.
They filming it.
Yeah.
So
Man, sent
So
her
what
ass
happened
home.
after
Now
that?
they
Did
pulled
the
her
other
out.
inmate try and?
they had to pull everybody out quick. Like they had 48 hours to pull everybody out
'Cause they don't
before
know how
somebody
much-
found out that they was filming the show and it's undercovers in there. Because
this-
if they do find out, it's like somebody could die. You
Because
know?
they in there, they exposing the guards. They exposing. It's not just like the
Yeah.
money shit. It's they're exposing
everything
like,
wrong with the jail.
yeah, like
Yeah.
oh, this nigga sneaking shit in. He's the main person.
This
that
is how the drugs
he,
getting in
He
here.
letting people fight. He letting people rape people. He literally they're
This
all
guard turning his back when
yeah
this happens.
yeah. He's part of the gang or he part of the he know them on the street.
And that's ultimately what it comes to at the end when they go back and they meet with the sheriff and they talk
Yeah.
about this is what we found out.
Pretty much a TV
They
snitch.
brief them.
You pretty much a snitch on TV.
Ah, okay.
You
And then they
becoming a
have a
famous
reunion
snitch.
show at the end where they all come together and sit on a panel and then they be beefing with each other,
The
airing out
people
their shit.
from jail too?
Everybody that went in undercover.
Oh, okay.
Because on
See,
the
I never seen
inside,
that.
Yeah, you're gonna have, maybe 5 people, and you're gonna have maybe like 4 or 5 on the women's side.
Okay.
So now they all in there in the same pod together. They dealing with different shit and dealing with each other within those
Yeah.
60 days. So some of them end up being friends. Some of them end up being like, man, fuck this bitch. I don't want to be around her. Like, but they both know that they in there undercover, but they got to
That's
play the role,
That shit's crazy.
I don't know why people love to watch that. Like Lockup Raw, like anything about jail, people just attract to.
Because it's like motherfuckers gonna start fighting. It's gonna be something crazy gonna happen. You gonna see.
That's why in LA
Like,
we
people
have
like to
so
see
many
a train
baddie
wreck.
shows right now. Baddie this, baddie that. It's because
Man, that
everyone's
shit.
just fighting.
But what channels are them shits on? I don't see none of them shit. I just see
It
people.
comes on the Royal K network.
And what is that? That's on like Roku or something?
That's
I
where
think
you
so.
got your TLC from, or TLR,
My
whatever.
TCL.
TCL.
taking care of nothing. Like, but I see a lot of them shows like this, that baddies.
I think they would have made a TLC, but they didn't want to get hit with
Baddies of
copyright
Antelope
infringement.
Valley or some shit. Like,
You said Baddies of Antelope Valley?
I'm just making that shit up.
No,
shit.
there is one. There is one.
In
There's
Antelope Valley?
AB Baddies.
Oh no,
Yep.
they can't be. No.
Yep. Yep.
That's like weird as fuck. I just feel like
They have baddies everywhere.
that's so lame, and ain't none of them bad. Man, that's just being real. Like you could be a good person.
I do have some baddies I love, so shout out to some baddies.
Yeah,
He's
sure,
not
you
talking
might
about-
know. You probably know.
I know some baddies I love.
The ones I done
but,
seen is
But the show sometimes be
ratchet.
It's like I just don't want to condone females just fighting. You
And
feel
that's
me?
all that shit
I feel
push.
like it should just be a bigger message. Like that's all. Like
you got to think if that's
but-
all VH1 push, The motherfuckers that's trying to strive to be like VH1 or be on VH1, that's all they gonna like perpetuate.
The thing with VH1 is like there's maybe like a drink thrown or like something small like that. But most of it is like focused on their business, on this, on that. There's like it's more of a like soap opera where like we didn't really get that message. We just took it to like 100 and like
everybody squabbing, everybody like, beefing, throwing shit, jumping bitches.
I just wish there like was more of like, hey, let's like showcase. No one gets
packed out on VH1.
You know, like other shit. Like let's empower each other.
Packed out with Hennessy bottles and sandals.
Yeah, exactly.
And
why do we like to watch that shit? That's so weird.
Because people like a train wreck. People like a car crash. The same reason people slow down when there's a car wreck and they look and they just stare and like, oh shit, like
that's crazy.
You gotta see the carnage. Like you want to see the.
That's crazy.
That's human nature.
I don't know.
I don't be wanting to see that shit though.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah, I'm not like a. Yeah, like
I'm like this. I'm like,
oh, them niggas is
like
fake.
Yeah, hell no. Yeah, I've never. I'm in the house.
I'm more of like, damn, that nigga got fucked.
I'd be like, let's get out of here. Like, motherfuckers, it's a fight. Niggas want to run towards the fight.
Let me get a video. Let me go viral. Let me do this. Like,
I'm like, let's get the fuck out of here.
The sad thing too is like when people die from certain situations, but people have to have it on camera and then put that shit online. Like, that's the last thing of your loved one is like, you feel me? That shit fucked up. That's just super fucked up.
I don't like somebody going viral or
because someone died.
People
like,
don't even know their family member died, and it's like
and then they
it's
see
like on
camera,
YouTube
like,
for like 3 days.
But see, like once it's on the internet, it never like fully goes away.
Ever.
Like
somebody got it.
Yeah, somebody got it somewhere.
It's in a Google database,
or it becomes a meme, or
it's out there somewhere.
Or
it's
out Safari.
So some people can post shit.
You using?
Yeah, but some people post shit and they don't get taken down because they're not being seen on the same level as another page or somebody else or a celebrity that posts some shit. So you can have some shit and it's still up on Facebook. And it'd be a picture of you and you'd be like, what the fuck? Like, that's life.
Have you ever Googled your own name?
Yes.
I think I did once. I think it was like mugshots or something.
Just to see,
but it asked me if I wanted to pay for my mugshots. So I was like,
no, I'm not saying. I'm saying like your stage name. No. Like, have you like just Googled?
I think there's another Tony Grams on SoundCloud, but he spelled it like a little different. And then it was like
with 2 M's.
It was like something like it was different. I forgot.
There's Sunlit Media and Sunlit and shit like that, but
shit, we used to get when I worked at Taco Bell, we used to get that was Sunrise Tacos. We had a friend. This dude had a franchise Taco Bell. He was cheap. He wasn't getting the same shit.
Wait, why did he bring that up? Because my name's Sunlit.
Yeah.
Man, okay,
Sunrise.
My name is Sunlit. People call me Sunlight. People call me Sunrise. People call me Sunshine. People call me Moonlit. People call me like so many different names. Like that shit crazy.
Hey, Moonlight.
Man, Moonlight, Sunlit, man.
M. Night Shyamalan.
They just be fucking with me.
Like not Shyamalan.
Man, if you say my name right.
At that point, you just give them a nickname too. Like, all right, if you're not gonna get my shit right,
I wish I was that witty though. I wish I could think of something clever on the spot. I would think of something stupid like your mom. Like I don't know.
You just gotta figure out something that rhyme, you know. And I think something that rhyme, you always gonna be good.
The cat. I don't know.
Thing 1 and thing 2 and shit. Oh shit.
Man, when I write poetry, I go to the rhyme dictionary online, you know, be like put in the words, see what rhymes, and it has to rhyme.
I used to use a dictionary like just to like look up certain words, and they give you like, and they give you like 50 words that rhyme. Cause some dictionaries like this dictionary stupid. This shit give you like 3 words that rhyme. Yeah. Then you go to just another one and it's like 40 words.
More words in this. I feel like y'all.
Yeah, it's like 40 words that rhyme with this, and then this one only gave me 7.
Yeah,
like max.
Bullshit. I feel like y'all capping.
You got to dig for the knowledge.
Why are y'all trying?
Because the knowledge isn't in there, it's in here. Yeah, it's like dropping my bean pie, my final call moment. No, you don't know about the final call? That's the Sunlit don't know shit.
I know about Jerry Springer final thought.
Yeah.
Ooh, you know I love my Jerry Springer for sure.
Final call, you remember Final Call? It's like the little Muslim newspaper. Mm-hmm. That's what the Muslims we had on Crenshaw handing niggas in the car. Once you get to like Jefferson, Exposition, like King. Or Rodeo Obama now, but a Rodeo, that's fucking
Rodeo.
That's where all the Muslims, but they be out there in the suits with the bow ties. Bean pie, my brother.
So it's Rodeo right there, but then when you get to
no, it's Obama right there too.
No, when you get to Beverly Hills,
it's Rodeo.
So at what street does it gain an accent?
I think like once you pass La Cienega.
It gains an accent.
Yeah, once it hits like because I grew up right.
It's rodeo and then it turns into a rodeo.
Yeah, because if you think rodeo runs through the fucking jungles,
that's a part that
it ain't fancy when it's in. It ain't rodeo in the jungles, nigga. It's rodeo, nigga. It's not through the jungles, but you might as well be in the fucking jungles. And so that's rodeo, nigga. Right across the street from Dorsey. Like Dorsey ain't on rodeo, nigga. That's rodeo. So.
I never really knew the difference. Like I never really
had
to say it.
I didn't even know it was like. I thought it was like when I was a kid. I was used to just be like rodeo. I heard people say rodeo and shit.
Or like was it Normandy, Normandie?
But then like more hood people say Normandie because like the shit that go on over there. So that's more like gang niggas from over there.
So what's the proper pronunciation for La Cienega?
La Cienega.
That's it.
Like, La Cienega. Oh, yeah, La Cienega. I used to live on La Cienega. What was it? La Cienega Boulevardes. What was that from the Proud Family?
What about La Tierra?
The La Tierra. He said, yeah. It's
like, what is it?
Yeah, you know.
Starts with a C. What's the other street?
Cahuenga.
Cahuenga? Is it Cahuenga?
In Hollywood?
Yeah, but like people
Cahuenga.
say
Kahunga.
Like,
they be like Kahunga.
Yeah,
because it looks like it's spelled Kahunga, but it's Cahuenga, yeah.
Cahuenga, yeah. I butcher that all the time.
Mm-hmm, that's where I would have to get off on Cahuenga when I was hosting at the rooftop shit, and I'll get off right there and then Gower like the next street. So, yeah.
Yeah, no.
Cahuenga, used to be a gang of good clubs on Cahuenga. Like Cahuenga, it would go kind of
street names are weird and parking in Hollywood. Fuck that. Yeah. It has like 100 street signs for one, no parking between, but except on Sundays after this date, before this date, with the written consent.
That shit used to make me feel stupid trying to like when you it's like four different sets of signs.
Man. So I was like, bring out my fucking calculator. I'm like, minus
so
1 hour, 2 hours.
I can't park here on Tuesdays from 2 to 3
minutes. How long is that?
And then I can't park here on Wednesday from 8 to 5.
Man.
But then I can't park here on Thursday from 1 to 7. It's like, so nigga, it's just no parking here.
And then
ever.
I walk away, I'm like, my car really safe there? Is it like,
you better all just paying the 10 to 15 in the little parking lots.
Man.
And your shit cool.
I remember you ever park at a meter and come back and you got a ticket on your motherfucker?
I did that going to an open mic in Hollywood on Melrose. Right there on the side of where T-Rail store is, where, what is that, the Sorella store?
Oh, okay, yeah.
And it's crazy because when I watched, like, Back on Figure, when I was watching him on No Jumper, I used to be like, where I know this nigga from? And I see, like Yuri followed a lot of niggas that would be at this mic. And that off that, and I'm like, damn, like, a lot of it was just seemed like we were all tied into the same people. And then it clicked. The open mic when they showed us when he had that water damage shit happen.
Yeah,
and they showed the outside.
I saw that.
And I'm like, nigga, that's the corner. I got the ticket right on the side. I remember I would park in front of. I seen this nigga one night. I would pull up in front of the mic, and before I go in, I would roll like 1 or 2 blunts. And I remember one night he opened the door and came out. It was just looking because he seen the car full of it was just sitting there, and then he just went back in, and that was him. But I was just always. But that area, I got a ticket right there, and I was at a mic waiting to go up. Did 5 minutes. Came back and they gave me the ticket maybe 10 minutes before I went back in the mic like, fuck it, I might as well stay.
I went to a bail bonds place right across from the men's central jail, and I was just going with someone to get some quick footage. Like I was literally gone 5 minutes, came back, car's gone.
Damn.
Towed it within 5 minutes. Boom. And then homeboy that I was with, he's like,
damn.
Oh wow, like I ain't even got no money like that to put towards it. And then the car was in my mom's name, right? And my mom don't drive freeway, so then we had to take a Uber the next way so she could get the car out. Bro, and then we were waiting there, right? Homeboy comes like skirting around the corner like an hour later. Like,
your shit?
Yeah, no. He was like, oh my God, where's your money? I just almost got killed by the cops. Just like some crazy story. He's like, here, just take.
Truck person?
Yes. He's like, here, just take your keys. I'm like,
what
bro,
was this vehicle involved in?
Like,
nigga?
what the fuck?
What did you just do in my vehicle?
Did he really impound my car? Did he really have?
This nigga just went to do a sting.
Yeah, like,
and then he turned on the cops
shit.
And ran off with the.
Man.
He ran off on the plug twice.
Man, I was so pissed that he wouldn't let me. Like everything's in my name except the title, and he's like, no, she needs to come. I'm like, she don't even drive freeways. Yeah. Like we had to take an Uber side street to LA.
Yeah,
like
she FaceTime and put her ID up.
Yeah, like man.
We in the future, nigga. We in the future. We can do shit now.
Tow truck drivers, like when you in that mood, they just make it so much worse. Like they're not friendly at all.
They just trying to get their bread.
Yeah,
they're like, nigga,
they
I came
are
out.
not
I'm
nice,
getting
but
paid.
it's like
I'm on my truck.
I'm so angry right now, and you're just treating me like shit. I just want to slap the shit out
I'm
you. Like, the fuck? Like, you have my car. Like, that's how I get everywhere. That's how I do everything. Like, don't play with me. Like, man. Anyways, yeah, what's up, guys? Sorry.
I started wrapping it up. Yeah, it's just like finishing it up. But yeah, I was even, before I go, I was just going to drop on that Jamie Foxx shit, though. Like, that picture they showed of clearly a stand-in, stunt double, whoever the fuck, that was not Jamie Foxx. So all the people that's, see, Jamie, I'm so glad he's back. My brother, my family. Nigga, that nigga is, I'm not saying there's something wrong with him. I'm just saying that wasn't that nigga. That nigga with the fade and the crooked
shift,
beard.
Right?
Huh?
Day Shift. Ain't that what it was called?
I think, yeah.
The zombie or the vampire movie.
Him and Snoop. Yeah. So that was the last shit I seen him in.
Well, prayers to him. I'm sure. I'm hoping
he cool,
he's good,
he cool.
recovering somewhere.
Yeah, he ain't gotta. But everybody's like, well, he ain't saying shit. His family. Well, who knows? But that shit.
Let famous people have some privacy. Goddamn, he lives a whole.
You know
life
what you signed up for.
That's what it is. It's
you
like,
knew the job was dangerous when you took it.
Like people want to know what you're doing all the time.
Facts.
And then as soon as you don't let people know what you're doing, they're gonna either start to lose interest, or they're gonna
Stop watching.
Or they're gonna dig deep into your life.
You become a deep dive.
They gonna become them people that's sitting outside your house with a camera trying to like take pictures so they can let everybody else know what's going on.
Paparazzi.
Sitting in that old school paparazzi
TMZ
shit.
Fucking.
You know how much those photos really go for? That shit crazy.
Yeah, and that's before it was even a TMZ.
Because people want to know what you're doing.
Imagine before the internet when niggas was putting that shit on paper.
So on Netflix, right? During COVID, this series came out, and the guys, they were called like night chasers or something.
Night crawlers.
Night crawlers. So they go across LA and they wait for like an accident to happen, and then they race to it, and then they get the footage and they put it on their laptop and they send it in to the news, and multiple people, each people buy it for like a couple grand. That's their whole night. But they like just wait at like all the intersections, all the major highways, and they boom whenever they hear something. Yeah, that shit was crazy. I'm like,
it's like
wow.
You're like a ghoul almost. Like you're just waiting for carnage. Yeah. You didn't know you're making a living off of death and carnage. And that's why they call them night crawlers.
They're like, oh, an accident. Let's go. Da-da-da.
They made a movie
damn.
with that, like with Jake Gyllenhaal. And,
they did. That shit was fire though. That shit was a good movie. Yeah.
But
Man, I haven't seen a good ass movie. Oh, I saw a good ass movie the other day. Y'all have to find it. It's called like Somewhere, Anywhere, All at Once or something like that.
I think I heard of that.
So it was fucking amazing. It was the best movie I've seen in a long time, just as far as like creative and like it's crazy.
I just been
Anywhere,
watching,
somewhere, something.
I've been
Tap
on my free
in
movie
if y'all
site.
can't find it.
I've been on my free movie site watching everything. Shit.
On his tablet, on his TLC.
On my TLC. On God. Like, nigga, TLC will be running.
That
battery
right
life. Nigga, my battery life be kicking all day. I only got to throw that shit on the charger maybe once through the day. Maybe,
oh, my God.
And then fall asleep. But, yeah, we're going to wrap it up. Follow me on IG at Tony Grams, TONY_GRAMS. Follow Innovative Comedy. Follow Innovative Culture. Tap in. Follow 33rd Compound, 33rd Podcast. All that, so you can hear my voice when they come on. You already know, like it's the 33rd.
It's the 33rd.
It's the 33rd podcast.
There we go.
Yeah.
Fuck it up if y'all need voicing, you know. My name is Sunlit. Once again, you can find me on Instagram, sunlit.media, sunlit.media, and we're here at the 33rd Compound once again. So follow us. And Cam?
I am Cool Ass Cam, the coolest motherfucker on the planet. You can tap in with me at COOLAZZCAM. Tap in with our website at www.theinnovativeculture.com. Follow us on Instagram at innovative.culture and subscribe to our YouTube at youtube.com/innovativeculture.
Yeah.
Hey.
Innovative Comedy.
Innovative.